You want these? Good pull. We are buzzed down. We are buzzed down. We are buzzed down. Rolling out. Raise arena. 400. War. 1600. Oh, is that enough for? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Shit. We got 10 minutes. Try to search more stuff about that. Play full game. In the business. Post 3 times 10. Hurricane chopper, a baby. Got weed like Sinead. Master Chef Australia. I'm older like a. I pass it like a. My down here. Cold with it like Martin. Break it down. Whatever, Call of Duty. Modern Warfare is going to fail. Part 1, the epic season audition of Master Chef Australia.
It's NBA action on EA Sports.
EA Sports. DeAndre Jordan.
The Knicks begin the game with the basketball.
Smith,
baby. Here comes the screen. Tough make through
There you
traffic.
go, Mitchie Robinson.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Russell into the front court. They trail by 2. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Smith with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming. Ntilikina to Jordan. And a nice finish at the rim.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
Nets have the basketball. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
It was right there. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Smith with it up top. Leads a bucket. Oh, had him going there for a second. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Mitchie.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Russell with it up top. He'll run the offense. The pass set it all up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Kevin Knox. Scores from the post.
Mitchie Robinson.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Russell into the front court. Trailing by 4. To Hollis Jefferson. Off the mark. To Dennis Smith Jr. Deep left corner, Kevin Knox. Ntilikina to Dennis Smith Jr. from long range. Misfires. It's no good. Brooklyn with the basketball to Hollis Jefferson. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Russell with it up top. 10-4 is the score. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Here comes the screen. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Ntilikina with the basketball. 12-6, our score. To Jordan. Smith. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Russell. Slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Knicks with the basketball. To Jordan. Jared Allen able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Russell to Hollis Jefferson. Mitchell Robinson.
Get out of my house.
It's
my house. My house. Woo.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the play. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9.
Here we go, my ball, my ball.
With the step back.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Wild pass.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing your mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Ntilikina. Cleans it up. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
The drive, right to the basket. Russell, short jumper, off the mark. Kevin Knox to Ntilikina. That's no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Ntilikina. Here comes the screen. Ntilikina. Nice pass to get things going.
Robinson!
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Count the bucket for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Russell. DeAndre Jordan, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
DeAndre Jordan, snatching it out of the air.
D-Town.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Now the coach of the Knicks going to...
Substitution. Back up. DeAndre out. Cornet in. Horizonte in. Knox out. Watson in. Tequila out. Yes, we're going to apply the changes.
Signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the
What
first
a
quarter.
first quarter going down. Your free campaign energy will retire us home. 1201.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Moutier. 4-3. Moutier can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Alonzo Trier. Around the perimeter to Alonzo Trier. Going to launch beyond the arc. Good contest. No dice for Trier. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys trail by 13. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Moutier with it up top. His team leads it by 10. And count the basket.
Okay, that time
Can't
it was
stop me
effective,
below.
but a really good defender.
You
will
know,
put that in
you
their
better
memory bank.
ask somebody.
You got an island now. That's me. I got ball.
New York in control of the basketball. Alonzo Trier.
Cornet was fouled.
That's his first personal foul.
First free
Ball.
throw is good. Good free throw shooting.
Oh,
Knocks down a pair.
I like that one. I like it. I like
Dinwiddie
it.
with the
I love it.
basketball.
I want
Trailing
some
by
more
14.
of it. I try so hard. I can't find a bucket.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Nice
I'm telling
shot.
you right now, with moves like that,
Incredible.
scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Moutier to Alonzo Trier. To Moutier. Fires the
Ball
three.
movement.
The Nets
And he
have the
bricked it.
rebound.
What?
To Davis. And the finish at the rim.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
The possession lies with New York. Moutier. To Alonzo Trier. Here comes the screen. Alonzo Trier. Fires the three. Off the mark.
Come on, Dotson.
To Allen Crabbe.
Nice get up there to block it.
Things up.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out
Slow
and
down,
actually
slow down.
fill the lanes
Slow down.
with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Moutier to Alonzo Trier.
Screen coming, screen.
Yes, and the foul.
Down
And a
it.
chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's
Whoosh.
best intentions.
Whoosh. Whoosh.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His team down 9. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. To Alonzo Trier. Moutier. Oh, he had him there for a second. Ed Davis sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Count the basket.
Whoa,
2 more points in the
Trey!
paint.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Dinwiddie with the basketball, trailing by 11. Driving right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Hey.
17-footer at the buzzer. First
Moutier,
quarter's complete. The
come
Knicks have the
on,
lead.
dog. What's wrong with you, homie? Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that?
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Brooklyn's got it. Yes, and a foul.
What?
Still have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball
Get
out.
outta
You need to
here.
assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Moutier. Alonzo Trier. With a drop step. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Luke Cornell.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Dinwiddie into the front court. 9-point margin. The drive right to the basket. Emmanuel Moutier
Whoa!
rejects it. That's out. Last touch by Emmanuel Moutier.
Nice try, Moody. Moody, booty. Booty, Batman.
Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Doesn't get. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a
whole
lot
team
of the
for
conversation at the
Are
bench.
you kidding
And one
me?
of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Here comes the screen. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump
That's
fake.
it.
Again, Ed, if you made
Dotted
it to
him
this
up.
level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans can never do. even if you're not known for it.
Driving right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Nets have it.
Let's go. Play deep, play deep.
And he finishes at the rim.
Jerry.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Moutier. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Moutier. Not that time. Too much contact.
Oh, come
Free throws
on.
Aggressive play there, but you
Bullshit
can't
call.
fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Shabazz Napier at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. And gets both to drop at the line. Possession lies with New York. Moutier. Probing the defense.
Right.
A pass stolen by the Nets.
Oh, Dodson, come on, dog.
To Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Allen Crabbe. They go down to Davis. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Hey.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Keep it going, Dotsy Dots. Come on, Dots.
Damian Dotson, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 69% at the
Correct.
line. First try, no good.
Come on, Dotty Dot.
Knocks
you go,
down
Dots.
the second after missing the first.
Dot the I's, hit the T's. Yeah. Come on, Moody,
Russell
get on
into
him.
the front
Get on
court.
him.
Down 8. Knicks have it.
That's
Oh,
called game
Moody!
plan execution to perfection.
God,
Every
you
possession
can't
on the
do it.
road is critical.
It's Brooklyn's ball.
I got a message. No, I got a text message.
Russell. That's rebounded by the Knicks.
Substitution. Oh, I got those. Jelly, come here. Wait, Jelly. Jelly, come here. Come here. I know someone's coming over. You want to go outside? Come on. Come on. Wait. Release the hound. Go get him. take that part off. All I do is take that one off. Well, I took that one off. Huh? Yeah. I told her I did it. Just want to check, make sure. Yeah, I know they put a plant in the lovely spot.
Oh, yeah.
And there's already set up and go to already?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. That's fast. Way like I could get you. She's like sitting there waiting.
So you got them all along.
to the game. I need a drink. A drink. Mountain Dew today. Mountain Dew. Where's me Mountain Dew? Do day. Do da day day. And we are back with the starters coming in. And yes, we want the adjustments made. Resume game.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Ntilikina to Jordan.
Ball!
Deep two there, won't go. DeAndre Jordan pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Into the front court comes Smith. Lead stands at 10. Curling inside to Kevin Knox. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Ntilikina. To Jordan. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Whoops. That won't go. Nets have the basketball. Russell. It's a big finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Ntilikina into the front court. His team leads it by 10.
Right.
To Jordan. Kevin Knox. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Mitchie Robinson.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Yes, D'Angelo Russell, now 3 for 9.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Kevin Knox to Jordan. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
The Twins.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish.
Not in my house.
It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Brooklyn with the basketball. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. To Davis. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Smith. To Kevin Knox. You've got to get that one to go. To Hollis Jefferson. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Kevin Knox. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Joey Harris.
To Dinwiddie. Lays it up and in.
Wow.
So many times you can tell the player's going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
To Jordan. Has a chance. Count the basket.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did?
Mitchell
Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Frank Ntilikina. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball.
Ntilikina.
Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Oh, whatever.
Brooklyn's got it. DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Russell with it up top. Looking to make something happen, and they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
The drive, right to the basket. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Don't, just disrespectful.
To Jordan. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. And scores.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
Not that time. He misses. To Russell. Finishes strong.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Jordan to Dennis Smith Jr. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
DeAndre Jordan with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last year with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell both went down to injury, This kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
Count the basket at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Nets have it, and a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
And the shot by top. Pause for a second. Open Mikret, Matt. Oh, 1 hour. Shit, I better fucking join. Oh my god. Hang on, I gotta get my game set up. Get in there, homie. Oh wow, this is a big one too. Shit. Attack the defenders!
Russell. DeAndre Jordan.
That's in my house.
Tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Smith with a shot. It won't fall. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
New York Knicks basketball to Dennis Smith Jr. Take stock of the floor. Over to the right side. And a putback slam.
And it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
What?
Slots it. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half, with the Knicks enjoying a sizable lead.
The Knicks are up after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks.
Mitch. Andre. Don't. We are consist of a block party in my house.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Russell into the front court. The deficit
cigarette.
now up to a dozen. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Jordan. Can't connect from inside.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
Russell with it up top. Down 12. Trying to cash in. Russell with a shot, no good. Smith into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter.
Come on,
It's Brooklyn's ball.
Now we're playing sloppy.
And the slam.
Lover!
Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Smith to Jordan. With a drop step. From the painted area, won't go down.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty, just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Shot from in close, no good. To Kevin Knox. Smith. To Jordan. Smith gets it in the left corner. To Dennis Smith Jr. Has a look. Shot by Smith off the mark. Russell into the front court. His guys trail by 10. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great.
There you go,
That's the
K-Dog.
difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Smith. Good. Off a spin.
Joe!
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Russell. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Russell with it up top. Trailing by 14. DeAndre Jordan with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nets have the basketball. Russell. Curling inside. Mitchell Robinson. Huge block. Smith now into the front court. They lead it by 14. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Russell into the front court. He'll run the offense. Shot clock winding down. D'Angelo Russell. Can't get the bounce. Ntilikina. Jordan. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Shot from the lane won't go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Russell with it up top. Down a bundle. Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Jordan. Off the assist.
Good job.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Russell. DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Dennis Smith Jr. The screen sets him up for 2.
I
Kila
wasn't
is
necessarily
doing it and
sure
doing
which
it
way
and
that
doing it
PNR was
well.
going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Russell. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Kina with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Dennis Smith Jr. Ooh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Goes to the right side. Russell. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Russell into the front court. His guys down big. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed.
No.
Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
To Russell. And counted at the rim.
Bollocks.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Smith. To Kina. Screen coming. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. A lot of contact, no whistle. To Jordan. With a drop step, working it outside. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Defense taking a page from Kina. Missed the 3. Goes to the left side. To Russell. Trying to cash in.
I gave it to
Knocks
him.
it down. Off the step back.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Smith with
Timeout. Get my backups in. Andre Jordan is. Oops. No. 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 No.
the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for Brooklyn, number 33.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Russell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Rebound taken by the Knicks. Stuffs it down with authority.
Lasagna.
And easy to get back on defense.
The assist from number 2.
This Matador defense is
Russell.
shitty. Oh, shit.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Moutier to Alonzo Trier. Moutier to Alonzo Trier. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
DeMare Carroll has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. And hits the first free throw.
Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Here's a chance from long range. No good. Brooklyn with the basketball. To Dinwiddie. To Davis, down low. The jumper's off the mark. To Alonzo Trier. Beyond the arc for
Trier.
Trier, undrafted from Arizona, making his case.
I got to be real here. I think he was the only one expecting to shoot that shot. The crowd, the coaching staff, every other player on the court, and myself, all of our mouths are left wide open right now.
To Alonzo Trier. Has a look.
Trier.
Not that time. To Dinwiddie. No good, and no foul. Wide open look won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Coach is
Bollocks.
going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. For three. Can't connect. It's no good. To Alonzo Trier. From long range. They did him, and he burns them.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Moutier, deep left corner, has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Curling inside. The Knicks secured the rebound. To Alonzo Trier. Moutier. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Great look and vision. Cruises inside for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Moutier. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. To Hollis Jefferson. Short jumper stays out. To Moutier. Over to the right side. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Rebound taken in by the Nets.
Block. Head to the block party.
The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game.
Who saw that coming?
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
To Alonzo Trier. Fires the three. Good contest. No dice for Trier. Fires the three. Won't go down. To Dinwiddie. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Spencer Dinwiddie.
Ooh, good ball.
Fist, come get the screen.
Moutier. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Finish that. To Alonzo Trier. Lets it fly from long range. That won't go. Layup goes down. Well done.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Alonzo Trier. Trying to cash in. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Moutier.
Kick coming.
To Alonzo Trier. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. To Dinwiddie. Cashes in for two.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
No, boy, yeah.
Brooklyn's got it. To Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Has a look. Can't connect.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Here comes the screen. He gets it.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
In a flash. Scores at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Moutier into the front court. The lead is 15. Scores from the post.
Let's go substitutions. Ding, ding, ding. Starters.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. To Alonzo Trier. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To the rim, lays it up and in. Timeout here for the Knicks as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Smith to Kevin Knox. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
This may sound
DeAndre.
cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Misses the
Oh,
first.
Subbing in.
Missed the second as well. To Kevin Knox. Gets it in the left corner. Smith to Nilikina. That won't go. And it doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot. And count the basket inside.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Kevin Knox. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Mitchell Robinson sends it away. DeAndre Jordan rejects it. Smith
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
to Dennis Smith Jr. Nilikina to Dennis Smith Jr. Beyond the arc for three. Off the iron. No good. Kevin Knox. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. For 3. Not getting the bounce. Russell into the front court. Down by 15. Mitchell Robinson pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Dennis Smith Jr. 4 out of 10.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. D'Angelo Russell knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Nilikina. Dennis Smith Jr. Can't connect. Nets have it. Gets to the basket and scores.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Smith to Nilikina. The drive right to the basket. Rises for the slam.
Man.
At this point, if it
Sure.
continues, it just
Robinson.
may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Nilikina. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Smith to Nilikina. Sets him up. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Frank Nilikina.
That's my bad, Frank. I did that little late bar.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down a bundle. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Here comes the screen. Nilikina. The pass set it all up.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
Runner's good there.
Ed, you know you got a problem when you're getting oohs and ahs from the home crowd.
Neely-Kina to Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Dennis Smith Jr. To Kevin Knox from long range. Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. Neely-Kina to Kevin Knox. Now to Jordan, down low.
Watch that back door.
And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
No.
DeAndre Jordan at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws.
2 minutes remaining in the
Napier with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Mitchell Robinson sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Smith shot, no good. Count the basket inside.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Smith with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Screen coming. To Hollis Jefferson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Rondé Hollis Jefferson at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Neely-Kina into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Smith. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Now we get a call for reaching in. Intentional foul. That means free throws with under a minute to go in the game.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Neely-Kina. Here comes the screen. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Russell to Hollis Jefferson. Got it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Rocking the rim.
The assist from number 1, Dakari Johnson.
And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan. It's a victory for the Knicks. They're now 2-0 in this young season. For Jay Williams and all our crew.
By the
I'm Ed
Twin
Cohen
Peaks.
saying so long for now. This has been a
Twin Peaks did it up.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
How's the play? No, not shot display. It's not for so fast. Player stats. Let's see how my boys did. Then we'll end the stream. So Jordan had 11 rebounds. Mitchell Robinson had 6. Knox had 5. Dennis Smith had 5. Nikita had 1. 5 by Trier, 2 by Moody with Dotson, and Cornette only had 3 assists. Frank Nikilia, 13 assists. 5 by D. Smith, Hazonia 5, Knox 4. How about steals? Nikilia had 3. The block party with the triple-double, DeAndre Jordan. Mitchell had 6. And the score leader is Mitchell Robinson with 31. DeAndre Jordan with 20. Nikilia had 19 and 13. Nice. How would my defense go? So 17. Wow. That point guard got shut down. 25% shooting, 33% shooting. He got shut down. 14 points. 14 points. 14 points. Who was their best? Look at this shit. Angelo Russell, 25%. He was shut down.